coming in. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Yeah.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Jeffrey, aka Papa J, and listen, we are back at it again with another episode of Just Talking with Jeffrey. And listen, like always, man, it's another episode with my boy elospeaks. Well, I think this is our third episode again. No, actually, this is our fourth. But one of them, unfortunately, we wasn't able to actually get it out. Audio was all jacked. They had a lot of issues, and we had to throw that, in the coffers. But that's all right. We came back. We was like, man, listen, we're gonna have a lot more to talk about. We're gonna have a lot more to bring to y'all. So, yeah, man, here we are today. Today, though, we was going to mix it up, and we was gonna have NBA talk, a little bit of MLB, the lockout, and that being over. But man, the last couple of days, literally, maybe last week or so.
This whole week. And I mean a little bit of last week too, because Tom Brady unretired last week, I think it was. Basically shut down March Madness.
Yeah, he definitely shut down March Madness. So with that, I mean, we just said, hey, listen, let's talk NFL. Let's talk NFL, because this offseason by far has been, and it's just started, has been one of the craziest off seasons so far. And like I said, we're not even done yet, or the NFL is not even done yet.
I'm talking about like NBA type off seasons where we don't know what type of crazy moves happening next.
Bruh, crazy moves happening left and right, and like literally you gotta keep your phone glued to your hand on ESPN, on Bleacher Report, just in case something comes up. Like, all right, boom, you ready? You got the information right there in front of you, because I'm telling you, like every second something is happening. Like yesterday, matter of fact, and I mean, this is not even one of our topics, but I'm just throwing it out there. I saw the Rams traded Robert Woods to Tennessee, and it's like, yo, I didn't even see that coming. Yeah. Granted, they had a lot of receivers.
They just signed Allen Robinson.
They signed Allen Robinson, so I mean, listen, they had to get rid of somebody, and Robert Woods was that somebody, unfortunately. And I mean, listen, he landed in a good spot. Tennessee's it's a good spot.
They're a playoff contending team. Yeah,
they're a playoff contending team. You got AJ Brown on one side, and now you got him on the other side. I think it's a pretty good duo. But like I said, man, you just gotta be ready. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. First thing, man, we talking about this guy. I'm not gonna lie. One of the episodes, we were excited that this guy was getting ready to leave the league, stop torturing people, and that was very short-lived. Mr. Tom Brady decides to unretire and torture us for a 23rd year. It's crazy, man. Tell me, what's your thoughts on that?
So apparently, Tom Brady spent 2 months with his family. He could have taken, and he decided to unretire again.
He saw the gas prices,
yeah.
just like everybody else, seeing gas prices, and was like, man, it's about to get real out here. So I need to go back into I need to get me another game check.
Yeah, but on a serious note, so I'm not particularly sure what Tom Brady to unretire. Maybe he just felt like there was unfinished business. Maybe he felt like he didn't want to go out like that. I do see like the NFC North, right? The NFC South, my mistake. So it's kind of wide open right now. I mean, who you got like that's really gonna contend against them? The Falcons are trash. The Carolina Panthers, they're like, they don't have a QB, and the Saints don't have a QB either. So that's a pretty winnable division. Yeah. So that's an automatic playoff berth right there. And if they could maintain all their key pieces, then they could make a playoff run and potentially win a Super Bowl. And if you always have Tom Brady as your quarterback, then you always have a chance to contend for a Super Bowl. And I heard from Skip Bayless and other media pundits that Tom Brady had slid into Julio Jones' DM because he got recently released from the Tennessee Titans and to come join Tampa Bay. So who knows? Maybe that could be a potential weapon for Tom Brady to use. I understand Julio Jones is not as, he's not as...
He's up there in age.
Yeah, he's up there in age. He's not as spry as he used to be. But I feel like if anybody could get the most out of Julio Jones, it could be Tom Brady. And that's what I think about it.
I mean, Yeah, definitely Tom Brady can make and or break anybody's career because he's just been that guy since he stepped on the field. But we'll see what it is on that end. But I ain't gonna lie. So I heard something else though, that Tom Brady. So this was all a plan and a ploy for Tom Brady to end up in the front office of the Miami Dolphins. Which, listen, as a Dolphin fan, lifelong Dolphin fan, initially I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about that. You killed us for 20 years, and now you want to be an exec for the Dolphins? I don't know how I feel about that as a true Dolphin fan, right? But then I'm like, man, listen, this guy knows the game. He knows what it is to be on a winning team and how to comprise a winning team. So I'm pretty sure he can be able to do the same thing here in Miami. So for a quick second, I was like, yeah, maybe it could work. Then I heard that Sean Payton was supposed to come over and coach for the Dolphins with Tom Brady being in the front office. And I said, yo, you know what? That's a mastermind plan being put together. And I don't mind it. However, wrench that was thrown into all of this was Brian Flores getting fired, and then not only getting fired, but then talking about the whole racist thing and talking about just still suing the NFL, suing the Miami Dolphins for a number of things. And I was like, dang, okay, that threw a whole wrench in it. And then Tom Brady says, you know what, well, I don't want to have my name run through. Well, allegedly, this is once again everything that's going on behind the scenes, and not actual, right? This is not facts. This is just things that's being said throughout many different camps. But yeah, allegedly Tom Brady's like, well, I don't want my name to be involved with that.
Answer unnecessary questions.
Exactly. So you know what? Let me just go back into the league. Let me unretire so that a year of whatever their investigation is into this situation with the Dolphins, let it all blow over. Hey, I got another year under contract with the Bucs. Let me play that last year out, and then when I'm done officially, then let me potentially entertain that idea again. The only negative that I've seen behind this, right, because Sean Payton is under contract with the Saints for 3 years, so he would have to wait 3 years either for the new Dolphins coach to get fired or for his contract with the Saints to expire, because the Saints will not, just think about it, they will not relinquish his rights as their coach.
And on top of that, the Saints are in salary cap hell.
Exactly.
And they're uncertain at quarterback because Jameis Winston is a serviceable quarterback, but he's not the quarterback of the future.
Nah.
And Taysom Hill, he's a gimmick.
He's a
gimmick quarterback. So what could you possibly do with him for the long-term future? So I don't know. It was a good 40 days of Tom Brady retiring. I was happy for those time, but now we have to deal with this job again. So
yeah. Listen. Once again, I'm okay about the fact that he's not technically in the AFC. However, it's still one of those things like he makes it to the Super Bowl.
You have to deal with him.
We still technically got to deal with this guy being in the NFL. It's like, hand it over to somebody else. Nah, the guy wants to just continuously hang around and show people, hey, listen, I am the great. Listen, guy, you are slated to be the GOAT in the NFL. Nobody has the numbers that you have.
No franchise.
No franchise has what you have, guy. It's okay to retire. It's okay to say, hey, listen, I'm going to call it quits. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a lot of teams that's really going to be gunning for him of, hey, listen, now we need to have this guy retire.
Because they're tired of this dude, bro.
They tired of him, man. There's a lot of teams out there that's tired of him, and, they finna come for him. They finna come.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again.